friends, Shenika here. Whoa, where you going? Before you scroll off to the next video, stick around for a quick adult Bible story time featuring none other than the woman of the week from my channel, Deborah from Judges chapter 4. Have you ever felt like you were not the right person for the job? Like you're too weak, too inexperienced, or just not enough? Well, today we're diving into an incredible story from the book of Judges that shows us how God loves to use the most unlikely people to do amazing things. So let's set the scene. So the Israelites had once again turned away from God, and for 20 long years, they were cruelly oppressed by King Jabin of Canaan. His army commander Sisera had 900 iron chariots, which was basically the ancient equivalent of a tank division. Now, the Israelites were terrified and had no hope, but God had a plan, and that plan was centered around a woman named Deborah. She was a prophetess, wife, and judge, judging the people under the palm of Deborah. Think about how countercultural that was. In a male-dominated world, God raised up a woman to lead his people. Deborah wasn't a warrior. She was a wife. She was a judge, and yet God spoke through her. God gave Deborah a command for a man named Barak. She said, "Go, take 10,000 men and lead them to Mount Tabor. I will lure Sisera, the commander of Jabin's army, with his chariots and his troops to Kishon River, and I will give them into your hands." But Barak was actually afraid. He needed her presence and her faith to bolster his own. Deborah agreed, but she told him, "The honor will not be yours, for the Lord will deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman." So they went. Barak's army gathered, just as God had promised. Sisera and his entire army of chariots were routed. The mighty commander fled on foot, looking for a place to hide. He ended up at the tent of a woman named Jael. She wasn't a soldier, a prophetess, or a leader. She was a homemaker. Jael invited the exhausted enemy into her tent. She gave him some milk, covered him with a blanket, and when he fell asleep, she took a tent peg and drove it through his temple. A brutal end for a brutal man, delivered by the hands of a woman no one would have expected.